Yes, Germany was back then a democracy, before us, and we've been plundered and squeezed dry. What does democracy or authoritarian state mean for those international hyenas? They don't care at all. They are only interested in one thing. Are you willing to be plundered, yes or no? Are you stupid enough to keep quiet in the process, yes or no? When a democracy is stupid enough not to stand up, then it is good. But when an authoritarian state declares, you do not plunder our people any longer, neither from the inside or outside, then that is bad. In reality, money rules in these countries. They talk about press freedom, when in fact all these newspapers have one owner, and the owner is, in any case, the sponsor. This press then shapes public opinion. These political parties don't have any differences at all, like before with us. You already know the old political parties, they were all the same. Then people must think that especially in these countries of freedom and wealth, there should exist a very comfortable life for its people, but the opposite is the case. In these countries, in the so-called democracies, the people is by no means the main focus of attention. What really matters is the existence of this group of democracy makers. That is, the existence of a few hundred giant capitalists who own all the factories and shares, and who ultimately lead the people. They are not interested at all in the great mass of people. They are the only ones who can be addressed as international elements, because they conduct their business everywhere. It is a small, rootless, international club that is turning the people against each other, that does not want them to have peace. They can suppress us. They can kill us if you like. But we will not capitulate. That club used to laugh about it, they thought it was a joke. They are not laughing anymore. Today they realize the gravity of the situation. It was a struggle, especially against the people who seemed to have omnipotent power in our nation. A satanic power had taken over our whole country, who had been able to grip key positions of our intellectual and spiritual life, but also of the political and economical life. And from these key positions they were able to control and monitor the whole nation. This power had, at the same time, the influence to persecute, even with the law, those who fought against this power, and who were willing to provide resistance in opposition to the advance of it. That almighty club declared, thus, war on us. But what we have achieved in these years until 1939. Their envy grew in the same way, the same men who back then got Germany into World War I. The Mr. Churchills started immediately to agitate, the Mr. Edens, and then of course the club, with Leslie Horbelisha at the forefront. The smear campaign began year after year. They said, he is arming himself. Yes, I've always done that. They also asked me before, why do you have, then, the SA, if you want peace? Why did you create the SS when the only thing you want is fraternity? Because there are people who don't want peace and fraternity, and I wanted to show them that I was prepared, too, for the other case. The most precious possession you have in the world is your own people. And for this people, and for the sake of this people, we will struggle and fight, and never slacken, and never tire, and never lose courage, and never despair.